A hearty welcome to all my dear darlings of Sri Gokulam Public School. This is Nida ma'am with you and we are into another English online class. In today's class also we are going to continue with another episode of letter writing. So by now you might have memorized the format of the letter writing. Let me just revise the 7 parts of the formal letter writing which I had taught you in the previous classes. So let's together remember and revise the 7 parts of the formal letter writing. So first we had the sender's address, then the date, then receiver's address, subject, salutation, body of the letter, which is divided into 3 parts, that is introduction, explanation and conclusion, and then we have the subscription or the closing. So I hope you remember them very well. We said that the sender's address just includes the address, that is your house name or street name. Below that is the place. Leave a line. Date is with the full month format. Receiver's address, designation, name of the organization and place, subject, precise and brief with 2 to 3 words only, salutation, you can include just sir in it, the introduction is you're introducing the topic, 2 to 3 sentences, explanation is giving the details of the requirements that you have, and conclusion is the action that is expected to be taken by the receiver. All within 5 to 6 sentences only. Then comes your subscription. You sign it off as yours truly with your name and signature. So that's very simple to remember, and in today's class we are going to look into another format of letter writing, which is placing an order. This is something which you have already studied in your previous classes. So again, this is just refreshing your previously learned knowledge. Nothing more than that. I'm sure this is very easy for you. What are the things to be included when you are placing an order? We are just particularly looking into the content part of it. That is the do's, what you are supposed to have while placing an order. So right here I have just written down the most important points that should be included while you are writing a letter to place an order. So what are those things? Let us just look them one by one. First thing is that you have to mention the terms and conditions which is agreed upon by both parties. So when you are placing an order, there might be some based on discounts, there might be some terms and conditions, there might be some terms and conditions based on the pricing or the mode of delivery. Whatever terms and conditions which has to be mentioned in the letter should be included when you are placing the order. Then the most important part is that it should include all the relevant details, that is the quantity, the price, etc. So what all relevant details are there? The number of items, the quantity, the quality, the type of items, like if you want it in plastic, it should be in plastic model. If it should be glass, it should be in glass model. So the material to be used, the quantity, the pricing if available, the pricing also should be mentioned. So all the relevant important details should be mentioned while you are writing this. Then you have the date of delivery. That is, you should also include the date when you want the items to be delivered. Like if you want it within 1 week or within a month or before the particular date. So that should also be very clearly and precisely mentioned while you are writing the letter. Then next, most important, one more point is the mode of payment and dispatch. So the kind of payment that you are making, that is whether you are making a payment by check or or by cash, when you will pay the payment. Okay, is it cash on delivery or check on delivery, or whether you will be putting the money into their account, transferring the amount, or it is already payment is done and then the delivery is done. So what kind of payment is being made? That should also be very clearly specified in the letter. Dispatching also, that is whether it is by road or by air, or whatever kind of dispatchment that you want, that also should be very clearly mentioned. Okay, so then the last part is your concluding politely. So whenever you are concluding it, do not give any very stern and strict instructions. Okay, be very polite throughout your letter, especially when you are concluding, and ask for prompt and safe delivery of goods. That is also very important, that you should ask for a prompt and safe delivery. So over there, very politely you can also mention that if the items are not received in a proper condition, or if there is any damage in the items received, then the payment will not be done, or 50% of payment will only be done. That becomes a part of your terms and conditions also. Okay, so that way politely also you can say. If you can also say that if you are not receiving the consignment in proper condition or in a damaged condition, it will be returned back to you. Very politely also you can mention that, those kinds of things. So these are the most important points to be included when writing a letter to place an order. Now my dear children, let us also go through a sample letter so that you have a better understanding on how to write a letter to place an order. Okay, so just look at this image. So here we have a letter that is written to the sales manager of Lighthouse, and we are asking to place an order for books. Okay, so how do we start the letter? This is with reference to your quotation dated 5th June 2016. So this is a very prompt method of starting a letter. Always refer to a quotation or some sort of advertisement if it is there. So start with reference to. Okay, so that is the way it should be started, with reference to the quotation or with reference to the advertisement dated so and so. Then we are pleased to inform the management has decided to place an order with your firm. We want to place a bulk order for the supply of books to the school library. Purpose is mentioned, what is required is also mentioned. Then the terms and conditions are mentioned over here. We shall not settle for less than 20% discount on the purchase of books. Besides, we have a usual 5% discount that is granted to the institutional buyers. Then the expenses have to be borne by the company, that is the bookshop have to bear the expenses for dispatch and delivery. So that is also mentioned over there. Now the list of books is mentioned over here. Since it is for the library, some story books are written, and the quantity, exact quantities you also mentioned. Macbeth book they want 2, the Suitable Boy they want 2 books. So the quantity is also clearly mentioned. So you can make a box like this and mention it in a very orderly manner. You can place your order. Okay, then we had spoken about the mode of payment. So here the mode of payment is made by check on receipt of goods. On receipt of goods means what? After the delivery we will make the payment by check. Then kindly ensure that the order reaches within a week. So the date of delivery is also mentioned. We can also mention that please ensure that there is a safe delivery of the books. You can also say that if any books are found damaged, it will be returned and you will have to bear the cost. So anything else you want to add also, that can be added. It is signed off, yours faithfully, yours truly, also can be written there, Priya Khanna, Librarian, Army School. So it's a very simple way to write a letter to place an order. Very brief to the point precise sentences only needed to be added. No need of any flowery languages or ornamental and use of many adjectives is not required. What is required? The purpose, the quantity, the items. You can put it in a box and write it. Mode of payment, mode of delivery, and ensure delivery of goods on safe way. These points to be mentioned below that. Sign it off. That's it. Okay, so very simple method to write a letter, to place an order. One more letter I will give a sample letter in your notes. Test paper is given. Please attempt that test paper so you get a better understanding, better idea on how to write a letter to place an order. So with this, we are concluding today's class. Thank you and have a nice day. Keep working very hard and be good children. Thank you.